time it has been waiting to do this. So, everyone out there, thank you for being patient with us. Thank you so much. Cannot express that enough. Thank you. We are getting back to some of our older reactions that, honestly, I've been waiting to do. Waiting for a certain someone to come back into my life. I'm sorry, Micah. I just had to make that joke.
Make it weird, I'll lose.
I know. I'm sorry. I'll stop. But, yeah, and considering everything that's happened over the last few weeks, actually last few months, for those of you who are confused as to why Ben is not here with us right now, then we have a video. I'll try and link it up here. A little link above Micah's head.
Are you assuming that there are some people that only tune in for Hellsing Ultimate Abridged and like aren't aware of? Oh, okay. Well,
I don't know. I mean, honestly, there's some people out there who still ask where's Bo?
Oh,
and Bo hasn't been on the channel in what, 2 years, 3 years?
I don't know.
It's been a while. And also, you know, there's still people asking where Caleb. And Caleb hasn't been on here in 2 years. I mean, honestly, guys, Micah barely sees him. If that's any indication of just how busy he is. He's pretty much working a job where he's very happy. And
no, he's not. He's
really?
just really busy.
Oh, I thought he liked it there.
No. Just
Damn.
The schedule's terrible.
Oh. Well, you do what you got to do. Anyway, Hellsing Ultimate Abridged, Episode 9, something we have been needing to do for quite some time. We got this, and we are going to, we're just going to get to it, because I want to see what's going to happen. And, guys, if you're going to ask about Sword Art Online Abridged, here's the thing about that series. 4 of the videos got hit by copyright strikes, and here's how it occurred. I came into the office one day and I looked up videos. I looked at our video section, and turns out we had two copyright strikes, and they were both on Sword Art Online Abridged videos, and they both got, and you know, we had 2 strikes on the channel. Now, for those of you out there who know, they don't go away for 3 months. So, for 3 months, I had to sit and wait, because I tried to call Sony Music of Japan, and I tried to appeal to YouTube, but I couldn't do anything. So, I just had to bite that bullet, and I thought, okay, we'll be in the clear. And then Nick made a suggestion saying, hey, Nate, shouldn't you delete the rest of those just in case they get hit again? I'm like, I don't think they will, man. I mean, if they would have, they would have done it already. 2 days after the copyright strikes get cleared, 2 more copyright strikes on our channel, both from Sony Music of Japan, and both on videos, Sword Art Online Abridged. The original videos are still up. Other people's reactions are still up. Everything. Ours were the only ones that got hit with those. And I don't want the channel to be nuked because of them. I mean, this channel's almost 5 years old, man. I don't want it to go down like that. So, for those of you wondering where the Sword Art Online Abridged episodes are, you might never see them again, and we probably will not be reacting to the rest of it. And for that, I'm sorry, but the risk is too high, guys, and I really am sorry about that. Anyway, let's get to this, and let's see what happens. Hellsing Ultimate Abridged, Episode 9. Wata!
The following is a fan-based parody. Hellsing Ultimate is owned by Kota Hirano and Studio Madhouse, and licensed by Genion, Madman Entertainment, Manga Entertainment, and Funimation. Please support the official release.
Cheers.
Well, that's quite selfish, Integra. I'm dying.
It truly is a tragedy. I cannot believe someone would poison our afternoon brandy. What bittersweet fortune that I was somehow spared.
Yes, it truly is a blessing that you are well, my brother, Richard Traitoro Hellsing.
Traitoro,
But
wow.
as I die, the authority of our sacred organization falls to my precious daughter.
What? Yes, with great honor. Roll that back.
Integra, You must stand taller than us all now and lead the men and women of the Hellsing organization.
Oh, what? That's great! Yay!
If you should ever find yourself in peril, know that deep in the forgotten underground dungeon, there is one man you can count on.
But Walter doesn't live in the dungeon. He lives under the stairs.
Goodbye, my starling.
Who is he, Harry Potter?
And
Oh!
that was my favorite pillow.
Oh.
Walter, did you know you have paid vacation days?
Sorry, sir. No sign of her.
So, did you actually search for her? Or did you all go to the fucking sunglasses hut?
We can do both.
Look at this.
Why can't we do both?
If you want your family murdered, I guess you do it yourself. Again.
Told you we did it.
What do I do? Walter's in Brazil, I'm in a vent, and my uncle's trying to murder me. I suppose my only hope lies in the dungeon.
By the way, would you like this extra pair of Oakleys?
It's 9 fucking p.m.
I made it. But however will I know which door is?
Obviously.
It's definitely this door. But I wish it wasn't.
You! There you are, my precious little niece. I was afraid you left before your succession ceremony. I wanted to give you your parting gifts. There are 11. In fact, 12, including the one in the chamber.
You killed my father.
No, the poison killed your father. I murdered your father.
Then I guess you belong down here. Oh God, there's so many stairs.
Oof.
Where is he? God damn it, Dad, he's dead! Oh, Integra, you can't have a puppy. That's too much responsibility.
Forgetting to feed one's gimp is a common mistake. Arthur was quite forgetful. Just like how he forgot I existed. And soon, the world will forget all about you! What the fuck is that?
Excuse me?
Hold on. Let me get some sip.
He said, excuse me!
I said let me get some sip! Hit the game!
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I don't care if you were my father's gift vampire boyfriend. You stay back!
Gay vampire boyfriend.
So Arthur's an actual daddy now.
Well, he was.
Oh, don't tell me. Arthur died and made you the successor, and that dick over there is trying to murder you.
Actually, yeah, that's plot synopsis, basically.
So then, how do you want to handle this?
You work for me now.
Oh?
I am Integra Fairbrook Wingates Hellsing of the Hellsing organization. If you served my father, you served me.
All right then, but I require long walks at night.
Will you behave yourself?
More or less. And in return,
Die!
No.
I will protect you with my lives.
Then your first order is keep your arms steady.
No! No! No!
Uh-huh.
All right.
Alrighty.
Walter! How you doing, buddy? You look moisturized. You get some work done?
I have been seeing a doctor, and he's administered a rather unorthodox treatment.
Shot in the dark. Was it vampire DNA?
It was a spa day, a deep tissue massage, and a face mask. Of vampire DNA.
If you wanted one of those, you could have just asked me.
Walter,
Ma'am?
I'm saying this out of courtesy. If you betrayed us, I will personally mount your head over a urinal in our men's room.
That explains the third floor restrooms, which are now currently in the first floor restrooms.
Now, before we start throwing around words like betrayal or cocked, let's let Walter explain himself.
I'm betraying you.
Oh, you cocked?
What?
Is he just using words he learned on social media again?
You treasonous little dishwasher. After all these years, you're stabbing us in the back! And for what?
I'm just doing my job, ma'am. What you fail to understand is that I am a butler second, and a vampire hunter first.
Oh no! Yuki, no!
Hi, omae da. Demo. Watashi wa.
Yumi. Oh.
Your gun looks ridiculous.
Still works.
Fuck! In the fucking mouth! How will I Schweebishers Weevil cooking and drink Weinsteppen Hefe Weissebier und sing Halt Degen Deine Liebe fest? Is he telling me clean myself up? At least pay my cab fare, you mute shitheel!
Ma'am, are you alright?
I'm fine. How is Yumi? Can we save her?
Like, in Tupperware containers? Because I didn't bring any.
Oh.
Him.
Poor Yumi.
He should have killed me! Then Yumi and I could be together again. Forever!
Were you two lesbian?
Survival says a man should not lay with another man as he would a woman.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wait, so it's kosher as long as I'm not fucking a dude in the vagina.
Now with the chaff out of the way, how about we finish what we started 15 years ago?
Hold that thought, Walter. Integra.
Oh no.
I want to hear you say it. I need to hear it.
Fuck him in the vagina!
Alright, but I'm gonna have to make one.
Oh.
The Fräuleins might want to take a step back. You're in the splash zone.
Yeah, I'm getting balls like a smurf here.
Zeppelins.
Come, ladies. Let's let the
Schrodinger.
boys have their fun.
Saris, come.
Master,
Go with Mommy, Saris. Daddy's got work to do.
am I your child in this scenario?
Saris, our group relationship can best be summarized as tags on Pornhub. Now go.
Fine, Dad. And to you, Walter C. Dornez, thank you for the cannon.
And thank you for your service, Sass Victoria.
You're still a right bellend, though.
Everyone aboard the SS Schuhstaffel, or as we like to call it, the SSSS.
Problem with Schrodinger's cat.
So, how are we gonna do
It
this?
exists between
You gonna
a
come at me?
plane of
Should I come at you? Should
live
we come
and
together?
dead.
Ooh, at the
Because of
same
uncertainty.
Time. Oh, you'll come. They always come! Okay, at least make a joke about getting a hand. I feel like we're not on the same wavelength!
Not inaccurate.
Hey, you ever heard of Up Dog?
Not much. How about you?
First you kill my dog, then you anti my fucking joke? Oh, fuck!
Why are you getting so upset?
Okay, I know it's filthy rich coming from me, but your powers are bullshit!
Hey, Luke.
Hold on, is that... Oh, I know it. Didn't we send him on a mission?
Luke Valentine.
Oh, the funny one who's fallout!
Nein, that was his brother.
I'm alive! Seems like things are looking up for this Valentine.
No, they're not.
Ah, it was Luke.
Ah.
Time to put this dog on a leash.
No, Mama! He was my dog! I'll do it!
Oh, pulling an old yeller.
I'm sure you're wondering why I went through all of this. Why I abandoned my home and duty. Just to kill you.
Oh, because you want to fuck me.
Woo! Damn! I'm sure it's a little bit more complicated than just that.
You seem so angry. But you'd be so much prettier if you smiled more.
These fools die with a smile on their face. Their religion is death and carnage. A cult of nihilism.
Then I'll be their fucking Kool-Aid!
Fun fact, in Jonestown it was actually mostly Flavor Aid, a less popular competing brand. Let me assure you though, we are not here for cyanide and Valium. We are here for glory.
After the war, we were ousted and scorned.
Nuremberg really wanted to settle the score there. We lost our purpose, but first,
We lost our chance at the one true gift that could be awarded men like us. A true, gloriful death. Without glory, our deaths would be meaningless. So in this towering fall of civilization, of peace and stagnation,
we had to break through. Little by little, we carved a way, and finally, we could see our glory on the other side. There, with vicious steel and crimson heart, stood Hellsing.
So dankeschön, der Fräulein,
for finally giving us the happy ending we so desperately craved.
From our majestic glory hole.
And there it is.
Ugh. Hey, I give it an 8 out of 10.
Pip? Was that Pip?
Oh, sweetie, no. Pip's dead.
I swear I just heard him.
Maybe it was that guy.
I kinda doubt it.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to find out if my sword will fit in the mage's glory hole. Do me a favor and clean up the rest of this mess.
No.
Fucking Nazis about everything.
No smoking.
You wouldn't happen to be French, would you? Didn't think so.
I believe he was Austrian, actually.
Did you just shoot me with the... Oh, motherfucker!
Uh-oh.
Fuck me jogging! He's a Nazi fucking werewolf!
Correctamundo! It's one of the most metal things I've ever heard of in my entire life. A Nazi werewolf.
This is so much worse.
I'd call him a wolf in sheep's clothing, but he's dressed like a Nazi, so...
He's a fucking Nazi. Also, hi?
Ça fait longtemps, ma chère.
Pip? Why are you...
When you took my blood, you had my consent. Thus, I am part of you now, sirs.
So, you're finally inside of me. How does it feel?
Let's put a pin in that. First, let's put that Kimbrough and bitch over there.
So he's also a ghost? What the fuck?
Allons, mon cher. The only way to kill a werewolf is a silver bullet.
Oh, that's a shame. I left all me silver bullets back out. Literally.
There's another way, but it's pretty gross.
Oh my god.
Welcome to the first white national bank of the Schultz. Gold, silver, copper from air conditioners. And they think they are too big to fail. But all we have to do is shove that in his heart.
Then it's time I showed this Nazi werewolf in London where he can stick it!
Werewolves in London.
He hit you! What are you going to do about it?
Hit him harder!
Holy shit.
Holy shit! It's almost as big as my love for you.
You mean your erection?
That is what I call it, really.
Oh.
Sorry. This Red Riding Hood fights back.
Right as a leg, Grand Maison Luke. Half and puff and blow me.
Okay.
Actually, the mate or the captain,
That was the best you
werewolf.
had.
I had one for Red Riding Hood, but then you said yours.
Good. Yours was probably gross anyway. Also, get out of me boob.
There's so much space in here.
But he actually was. Just him living was torture to him, so he wanted to die. So that's why he smiled at the end.
Of course. It always has to be about you, doesn't it? Your constant need for validation, for attention. Like a screaming child. To think someone so juvenile could be so powerful sickens me to my core. Which is exactly why one must spare the child and spoil the rod.
Still not enough.
Wait.
After all these years, you finally get to stick it in me, and you put it in the wrong hole. Oh, look at you. You've gone from daddy to daddy, and all because you wanted this. And here it is, folks. The return of...
Bite your fucking tongue!
Jolly Wally! Oh, how many years has it been?
Fuck you! That nickname was never clever!
Aw, Jolly Wally doesn't like his nickname. Jolly Wally's being a sad lad.
Fuck!
Oh, but if only we had the opportunity. Could have avoided all the sexual tension and treachery.
Excuse me?
Please, we both know the reason you sold your soul was because you never got to hear.
At one point, he was a woman.
Cut it out.
That's right, it's a blast from your past with that sass and lolly ass. Am I moe enough for you?
Why can't you take this seriously?
Because that's what you want, and I'm not going to give it to you. That
Wait,
on my
so
pussy.
Alucard
But
used to be a
really,
woman?
You're dodging a bullet there.
Yeah.
Rows of teeth.
Whenever every generation he takes a new form, and he's also that's how he's gone through the years and not maintained the same form. You see, he can recall any form he wants. This is the form that he had when he first met Walter.
Oh.
So that's why he's back in this form now, and plus, Abridged Alucard is not taking this seriously because he knows that's what Walter wants. Walter wants a serious fight to the death, and Alucard, being the permanent troll, will never, ever let him have that.
Okay.
Ever. And that's the funny thing.
Like a shark.
So yeah, there we go. Jesus.
Well, that was something.
Well, yeah. So you also got to see Pip again after his unfortunate death. You know, when Cerys drank his blood, she inherited his consciousness. So now he is within her and can offer her tactical advice and stuff like that.
Okay, am I supposed to know who the chick vampire with the katana is supposed to be that got
Oh,
chopped to
Yumi,
pieces?
she was at the end of the one episode where Anderson saved Integra. I think it was episode 7.
Okay.
And he started quoting. He started saying his lines with the backing of the Dropkick Murphy shipping up to Boston. He's like, "What are we?" And he's like, "And why do we do it? Because it is God's justice, and because it's fucking fun." Amen. And just decimates them. And Yumi and I forget his name. But the German, but Anderson made it such a big deal. He's like, "And dig this, one of them's Japanese, and the other one's fucking German."
Oh, okay.
And the
Yeah,
only thing I need is an Italian to get myself an axis of righteousness. Such good shit. But Yumi was not a vampire. She's instead just an advanced human, like Anderson was, except nowhere near as powerful, because Anderson's sort of the prototype.
Oh, okay.
And that's why he was so strong and so ridiculous, whereas the rest of them are just advanced humans who have had some experimentations done so that they can fight back against basic vampires. But against superpowered, like the top level of badasses in this show, you know, Alucard, Walter, the Captain, and now Cerys. I mean, yeah, they're not going to do much.
So was Walter's whole motivation that he was always going to try and kill Alucard because he's a vampire hunter before anything else?
Yes,
okay.
Because Walter has a very serious grudge against vampires.
But I mean, but they worked together for like years.
Yes.
Right?
Well, hell, dude. I mean, Hitler and Himmler worked together for years and years, and Himmler had so many plans to take out Hitler in case he didn't work out the way he wanted. Same thing with Goebbels. Goebbels had, like, you always have backup, like, you know, you've heard the term, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. And I think Walter sort of got used to working with Alucard, but then he remembered, you know, vampire hunting for him comes first because that's what he always was. And yeah, it's just it's actually when you read back into the story, because they didn't show it here, Walter's reasoning for it. I think maybe they'll show it in the next episode why he is so adamantly against Alucard, because Alucard is Dracula,
right.
just you know, warped around to actually benefit humanity instead of cause all this. But keep in mind, he is the reason for vampires existing. So when he creates a vampire, that vampire lives forever and thus creates more vampires, and so on and so forth, so on and so forth. And yeah, man, that's Walter, I think, after seeing what vampires do, he figured, hey, get rid of the source, and that way it'll never happen again. So at first people were pissed that when the original Hellsing Ultimate came out, people were pissed about what happened with Walter. People were like, I can't believe Walter would do this. Why would he do this? Why? And then they provided the reasoning, and then people eventually came to just be like, well, damn, okay, I actually understand it now. Because, you know, we all strive to make the world a better place, but then there's also our own selfish desires that we sometimes are slaves to. I'm just going to be honest. I mean, I'm a slave to some of my own selfish desires. I mean, I'm not perfect by any means.
Well, and I guess I reckon Alucard's not exactly a good guy.
No, he isn't. Alucard, well, the Alucard in this is 100% anti-hero. He is 100% not give a shit what anyone thinks, and he doesn't care who he hurts. And but then there was also in the original Hellsing Ultimate, the sins of his past are what really gives him guilt. Because keep in mind, before he became a vampire, Vlad the Impaler killed a bunch of people.
He's a pretty mean dude.
In very vicious ways. I mean, Jesus, when you read about this shit, it actually scares you. And Vlad of Wallachia became Count Vlad Dracula. And that's where the whole thing comes from. And honestly, man, I mean, I'm glad we're getting back to this. These last few episodes, I gather, are not going to be as funny as the original ones, because as the first ones, because the first ones just had so much room for comedy.
Right.
Whereas here, the story is so serious at this point, you have to work in order to get the comedy out of it. Which there were some pretty good comedy bits in this. It's just knowing Alucard will not give Walter the serious fight he's looking for just because he's such a troll. To me, that's one of the funniest things. It'd be like you and me going into Smash Bros, and I'm like trying to like fight you legitimately, but yet you just keep like swording me, like tease and sword me with Ganondorf, and I'm just like, I'm trying to have a serious fight here, and you'll just be like, I know, I'm not giving it to you. And yeah, and stuff like that makes me laugh sometimes. But yeah, this was good, and hopefully here soon we will be doing episode 10, so stay tuned for that. But right now, we have to move on to new things, and with that, we're going to call this episode to a close. Nick is here, and originally I did have him sitting over here so he could take part in this. However, he opted to go upstairs, and instead he wants to watch these himself. If you all would like us to do a Renegades recap with Nick, I mean, I think Nick would enjoy these a lot, because it just fits his type of humor. But anyway, I guess until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
Micah.
And we will see you all on the next one. Peace out.